Hello, my name is Chad Martins, and I'm a student tutor here at CBC. So I have my own classes. Along with that, I also tutor in the ASC T433, and sometimes I'm also an embedded tutor. So you may have me embedded in your classes, where you can send me messages if you have questions or anything, as well, which is totally handy. I try to reply within a 24-hour window. I am a computer science / cybersecurity major. Plus, I would like to do a mathematics major. I've considered doing a chemistry major as well. So student for life is what I would probably call myself, because I want to do a bachelor's and I also want to do a master's. I'm currently in a bachelor's program, and then I'm going to go do various other master's / bachelor's programs at universities and other colleges. So we'll see what happens. So with me being an embedded tutor, so those that are yellow are classes I have did final review sessions for. The green one is for group studies, and those that are blue or more of a bleedy blue color I've done both for. Typically I do the final review sessions either in person or hybrid, and they go pretty well. They get pretty full. I just do sign-in sheets so I know kind of who's from what course and kind of thing. And then sometimes I do offer like a survey where students can vote for a section that they would like to see or a topic they would like to see of a various class. So I did that one for Chem 121 last quarter, and it went pretty well. I reached out to the students via Canvas since I was embedded and asked them to pick of the 10 chapters that Chem 121 covers, which is a chapter that you would like to see in the final review session, and it went pretty well. Along with that, I'm also an embedded tutor, and I've also created my own Canvas shell. That will be the link right here. I know you can't really click the screen, but it is there for resources. So this is the homepage where you can get my email. It clearly states you can message me email through Canvas over here. You can send me email via like student email going to this link. There's Canvas links that you're welcome to use. They'll go straight to inside the modules, or they'll go straight into the pages inside those modules. And then there's links below here. So the shared folder is one that I have that I've created where of the various classes, they have notes, they have handouts, reviews, study guides, and other things that you're welcome to use, or even templates that might be helpful for you as well. APA and MLA, I believe, are in there as well in case you're taking an English class. So if we look at, for example, math, Pre-Calc 1 is typically an intro course that most students have to take as a math credit. And inside there are study guides that you're welcome to look at and look over with the keys, PDFs. And then there's also the practice quizzes that I create in Canvas, and then I print them as PDFs, so you're welcome to do them on your own time if you would like to. But if you do it through Canvas, you do have the option to where once you submit, it does tell you the answers after the fact. And there are feedback inside those inside those responses where if you say a certain answer, it'll tell you exactly how, or if you did a certain way, that there's feedback inside those answers or a way to give you a hint how to get to that answer. If you have any questions on those, you can absolutely send me a message or reach out to me, and I can absolutely help you with those. And I created them just because they're really nice to help, and they really have a good study guide source. The same thing goes for the chemistry ones. This is going to be where the modules are at. There are Python stuff down here. Inside the Python link, there are some videos that I'm currently working on and adding to. And I'm adding to more onto this so that it's a resource for students if they need it. My tutoring schedule is on here as well. And that will be the tutoring schedule that I'll be doing on ASC. I will be hybrid for this coming quarter, where I am basically in person in the SC or I'm via Zoom. And it also has that Zoom page info right here. It'll go straight to that link if you need it. And then it lists the classes that I'm able to help out with, along with the computer applications that or Office that I'm also able to help out with. And then with that, we also have the modules that you'll see once you go straight into Canvas. If you click the modules tab, it'll show a list of the classes or the information that is accessible to you. So the shared folder I just shared with you, there's a YouTube channel where all the videos that I post are on that channel, and you're welcome to take a look at in case it is needed. So most of the time I know there's some math classes on there. There's some Python videos on there as well. You're welcome to watch those. If you have any questions on other stuff, or you would like me to post on a certain video, I can definitely do that for you. And then surveys that I 100% agree with, appreciate your feedback on, is totally anonymous. They are through Microsoft Forms. You just have to open it. It'll ask if you want to start, and you can hit start and fill out the information and just submit. And it's all anonymous, so I won't know who sent it or anything. But if you have questions about anything or any of that sort, you can reach out to me. Recommended YouTubers that go over course content for education that are pretty good. Math Logan is the math one that I recommend. Khan Academy is a good goes over a lot of other subjects that you can look at. Crash Course is always a good one. I like their videos. I think they're pretty good. And then you have these two plus the organic chemistry tutor for the various sciences that are super nice in case you want additional resources for that various class or topics. I include discussion boards where people can post questions if they have anything. It's like one giant open source. I leave the People's tab open so you can see who else is in here. And you're welcome to do that as well. I provide also the academic calendar and the final schedule for the current quarter, plus the final review session info that for the various sections that I'm offering that quarter as well. And then discussion boards that you can post for recommended material to be covered or anything of that sort. And then we go into the chemistry area where there's Chem 121 and 122 items. Chem 121 only has the practice quizzes. I haven't taken 122, but I've helped with it. So there's some practice quizzes there. I keep adding to this or find resources that I think would be helpful, and I do that as well. Inside of these the chemistry practice quizzes, you have these where, sorry, I'm looking for it. So the Chem 121 videos is going to have all the videos up top that I've created. Some of them are multiples where I've created 2 for chapter 6. And then the handouts that go with those videos as well. And then videos that are recommended to watch over the various sections. So chapter 1, there's all of these videos that are good ones. And then chapter 2, and it goes all the way to 10 in case you would like to watch any additional resources on those. And then we also have the practice quizzes for the chemistry sections that you're also welcome to take a look at. I do include the textbook that I'm referencing. It is not from an instructor. It's something that I put together. I look at the content from the textbook and what it covers, and then I also look at what was in the objectives for the class or anything of that sort, which is also something to look out for. So like if they're looking at mainly a lot of the stuff of the grind from chapters 3 and 4, and it also shows up later in following chapters, then that's probably something you want to make sure you have a good understanding on or anything of that sort, along with like 2 and 6, because those are a lot of calculations. So there's a various sources that you can check out to do those for you. And so if we look at the quiz, once we take it, it'll tell us any feedback that we have. Always in all of them, for any of the practice quizzes, there is this message that just informs you that is the quiz that I created for you taking it. Just if you have any questions or anything, there is no time limit. There's unlimited attempts as well, so that they're intended for practice and that you're welcome to take them as many times as you like. Then we go through, a lot of them are multiple choice. Some of them you have to fill in the blank. So a lot of them, some of the math ones, and then some of them do have notes, and some of also the chemistry ones are values. So you have to fill in the blank. So what's this calculation value equal to? I put in a variety of answers for those items. So this, like if you only go through 2 decimal places, so 2.81, 2.82, and then 2.80 is a good range that I try to include 3 possible answers so that there's less chance that, oh, that was wrong. And it'll show you the answer after it. But once you click away and you click back in to try to view those answers again, you'll have to take the quiz again to view those. And then we have the math sections. So I go anything from 60, Algebra 1, all the way up to pre-calc or to Calculus 1. There are some things for stats, not a lot. I just have the reviews and possible handouts that might be helpful for the course. A lot of the Calculus ones are just videos or notes that I've gotten or review. Same goes for Pre-Calc 1. I'm working on a lot of these practice quizzes. I'm making them myself and I'm sectioning them. I'm including the textbooks as well for those that I cover. Then we have the computer science I know quite a bit on Microsoft Office, so I'm trying to get some videos to go over like MLA format, APA format, some Excel tips and everything. And then for Python, I do have that working on, so that is in the process. So there's a lot of videos that class covers that are important. And I use Visual Studio Code, so that's a software that's pretty universal, long as you have the correct extension. And then any other classes outside of those subjects would be at the bottom. And you're welcome to check those out. For example, general psychology, Psych 100, there's review and for quizzes and everything. The years are on them, so they're a little outdated possibly, but they're still going to go over the same ideas in that course. So if you have any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to reach out or anything. I'm an embedded tutor, so you possibly have had me in a previous course in one of your classes or a current one. The link is there and the Canvas is there to help you, and that's the intentions. I do probably post quite a bit inside the Canvas shell, whereas like creating assignments or creating practice quizzes or creating pages, you'll probably get a notification on it, or if I post an announcement, you'll see that too. But I still try to respond within a 24-hour window is my ultimate goal. Sometimes I do respond within the 30 minutes. It just depends if I'm asleep at work. And typically if I'm at work and I see a message, I'll respond to you pretty quick. There's some messages that if I know there's an exam going on or there's a quiz going on, I'm not going to be liable for academic dishonesty. I've got my own classes and I don't want to handle those issues. So if I know you have a quiz or something going on and I know it's tiered to that, you missing a message about a quiz or something, I will probably not help you with that. I'll tell you that I'm sorry, but you can do it on your own. That's not something that I'm comfortable with doing, and I'm not going to support it. But if you have questions on other things, I could show you an example of how to do something similar, but I'm not going to do the homework for you. You got to be able to understand the concepts to do your final, to do your midterm, to your exams, at your best disposable, at your best, and do well in the course, which is ultimately the most important thing. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach me via email or anything of that sort. And I'll see you later.